today is a great day. I am kind of going in between different resource packs because I'm still trying to figure out if I want to just use a vanilla resource pack or if I want to use Mizuno's. I really do love Mizuno's because of the different textures that you get with Mizuno's. But let me know in the comment section down below which resource pack you would prefer to see. I am honestly kind of torn between which one I would want to use, and right now Mizuno's looks great, but I also liked the vanilla one, so just let a girl know what you think. Anyways, today we have a little bit of a mission on our hands. Now, I went around and was kind of checking out the little area over here, and a few things dawned on me that was kind of different. Now, I don't know where exactly I want to have the barn. That's one thing. But if we look in here, we can see the house, we can see the greenhouse, and I wanted to have something. I feel like something belongs in this area over here, but I just don't know what. So I was thinking maybe the barn could go in that area. Another thing that I was thinking about is the fact that there's this ocean right here, and I am going to be doing a little bit of deforesting today because of the fact that this area right here exists. Now, this will kind of show us the ocean and give us views of the other islands and stuff that are out there, because with distant horizons, we now have the ability to see for quite a distance. And so I just figured that maybe deforesting down here, as sad as it sounds, this is Minecraft, so I'll just be deforesting this whole area here so that I can at least get the views. So that's what we're doing today. We're chopping down trees, and then I need to decide where I want to build the barn and what kind of barn I want to build. I did place up an image of the greenhouse. And I think I will be doing that for each of the builds that I do. And when I do take inspiration from a specific build, I will kind of post the image up so that you guys can see where I got the inspiration from. Also, I have a kind of like a board on Pinterest where I store all of the things that I plan to build in my world. So I can share the link to my board if you guys want, so that you can kind of check out my Pinterest board and see what is cool over there. If you want to get some ideas and inspiration for your world but you just don't know where to start, I do have my little things set up. I also need to get some bones because there are dogs in this area as well, which will be perfect because I do want to have a couple dogs. So that's going to be really, really perfect. This entire area is so beautiful. Like, you can see the mountains over there. You can see all of this. And so I kind of wanted to clear out this entire area here just so that we have these views. I mean, these views are awesome, very gorgeous views. So I figured, why not clear out the trees so that we at least get the view. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to finish up clearing up all of these trees, and I will see you all in a little bit. And just like that, my deforestation efforts were done. I was able to clear up this entire area of trees right over here, and I think it's kind of perfect because now we get this amazing view of this area back here, and I need to decide what exactly I'm going to want to have in this area right here. So for the most part, I'm gonna leave this area blank so that it can be our blank slate. I do love this area so much. Like, look at the way the sun is going down behind the trees there. I honestly am thinking of probably having the barn in this area over here. Now, I do have my bed on me, so I can just go ahead and just place that down for the sake of placing it down. And we can also think about not planting out, but maybe having the barn in this location over here. I just feel like this spot is absolutely perfect for the barn to be in. There's even a little pond right here towards the back, so maybe just clearing out a few more trees just kind of cutting them back a little bit so that we have this area for the barn would be perfect. I still haven't decided like what I want the barn to be looking like. I haven't decided entirely on the barn, but in this episode we're definitely building a barn, and then we do need to do one mining trip so that we can get a lot more iron and stuff so that we can make like torches and that kind of stuff, because we do need a lot more iron. Even though I build my stuff in creative mode, I like to collect the material and then use creative mode to build the items. Creative mode just makes it a little bit faster for me, but I like to collect the materials first, and then I kind of use creative mode to just give me the opportunity to build as tall as I want, that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking this area is perfect for the barn. I mean, there's already all these sheep and stuff down here, so I figured why the heck not. So if you look in our inventory, we have so much wood and so on down here. I think I want to just go ahead and make a crafting table. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw some of these in here. These are gonna have to go out on the ground here, and I'm going to do a crafting table. And then with the crafting table down, I think we can make a couple of chests. So we're gonna make a couple chests. So that's 2. Oh crap. Okay. I want to have the other one on top of it, so. And then maybe this small one can go on top of here. Like that. Okay, so inside of this one, we're just going to put these saplings. And then inside of this one, we're going to put these root thingies. And then in this double chest here is where we're going to store all of this spruce wood, because we do have quite a lot of spruce. And then in the chest above it, I'm going to store all of my, I think we can put the sticks in here, and then we can store, you know, we can store the birch in the one right next to it. So we do have a lot of birch here. This one was for saplings. I'll put the berries in there as well. And then this one was for the birch. So the birch goes into that one. And then we have one here we can use for stone. And then we do have to kind of run around a little bit and try to pick up all the rest of these saplings and trees that we have here. So there's quite a bit of stuff that are still floating around on the ground, and we'll have to go ahead and pick those up. But our barn is going to be built here. It's going to be a nice big barn. So I think it's about time we get started on building the barn. But first, you guys know I have to go on Pinterest and look around and see where I can get some inspiration. And I will insert the inspiration picture right here so you guys can see what I decided on. Now that the image has been placed down, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to build the barn. And I will come back to you guys once the barn is all built up, because let's be for real, it's literally going to be me following a video tutorial. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. After a bunch of trial and error watching this video, I have finally completed the barn. Ta-da! This is what it looks like, guys, and I am super happy with it. I think it turned out amazing. I followed the video to a T. It took me a while, but I got the barn looking exactly like it does in the image. If you guys want to see the process of me building this, let me know. I could always do like sped up versions, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it took me at least about 2 to 3 hours to get this done, right? And a couple of days passed within this game. I do need to get rid of these clouds because they don't look good with the aurora borealis that I saw earlier. So I might need to get rid of those clouds. But oh my goodness, you guys, like, look at how beautiful. I also have been messing around with like the different shaders, trying to see what shader I prefer. And I do love complementary with euphoria patches. I really do think this one is awesome. Now, we need to get animals for our barn, because our barn cannot just be bare. So I'm going to hop up here. We're going to go into the greenhouse, going to grab us some wheat, and we are going to try and lure some of the animals in, because you guys, we are in dire need of animals. So I see there's a bunch of cows over there. There were also sheep and so on within the forest over there. So I'm going to round up as many of these cows as I can. Then we're going to come and we're going to get chickens. And then we're going to come and we're going to get sheep. And basically, so let's get all 4 of these cows. I think all 4 of y'all can come with me. Come on. Yeah, come on. I know you love this good food. Yes, look at how easy it is to kidnap you guys. Kids, don't do this at home. If you see a stranger with candy, go the other way. Look at these ones. The parents didn't teach them any better. They are all just gonna get snatched. Look at this. And they're coming in a straight line too. They're so orderly. They are so orderly, you guys. Look at that. Come on, all 4 of yas. I need you all. I need you all. So come on in. Come on in. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Let's make sure that everybody is well fed. You guys enjoy. Ooh, enjoy yourselves. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the chickens. We need chickens. Oh, chickens! Come get your local supply of fresh seeds. Look at them go. Oh my goodness, there are pigs too. I forgot we have to get pigs. Come on. Come on. It doesn't really matter how many of you I get today. If I get 2, I can breed you up and make more. All right, come on, let's go. Get on up in here. Get on up in here. Get on up in here. Make love and have little babies. And for the final rounding up, it's going to be sheep. This is going to be hard because cows are going to come a-flocking. Wait, I have an idea, because I do remember seeing a bunch of sheep over here. And if I can get the sheep to come in, not the cows, that would be great. Mr. Cow, you're gonna be a great distraction. So I'm so sorry. You're just going to distract me from getting what I am here for. Hi, come on. I've got a lovely property just waiting for you guys. Yes. Yes, you guys are about to witness greatness. I have so much room for you here. Yes, we've got nice prime areas for you to graze. There's water, so you have water to drink, and so on and so forth. So I am so proud of you. Yes, look at you. Look at you. Okay, so we now have our chickens. And of course, one of them just had to be stuck on the door, and the baby just had to be stuck on the trap door. You poor innocent thing. How unfortunate. Anyways, they will figure out for themselves that they shouldn't be doing that. But this is our barn. And if we go a little bit of a distance away from all of this, look at how beautiful that looks. Oh my goodness. So we have a greenhouse. We have our barn. Yes, we have. Maybe I should get pigs and not chickens. What do you guys think? Which ones are more important? I sounded like a villager just now. Which one's more important? Do we need chickens or cows? I don't know, but the barn is beautiful. I don't know if I have like animal feeding trough in here, because it would be nice to put that down, but putting down animal feeding trough just means that the animals are just going to reproduce. It's going to be a whole lot of them, and it's going to be crazy. So inside of these chests here, which by the way, I must say, I hope that nothing spawns inside of that top portion there, but Inside of these is where we're gonna store all of our meat products and maybe even eggs and that kind of stuff. So over here we'll store the leather and this stuff. Oh, we have to take all of these back. And over here I want to store chicken stuff, so eggs, and then a wheat and all of that other stuff can go in here, and then we'll just kind of figure out for the rest. But we're gonna need to go inside of our storage area and start sorting some of the things that we've collected thus far. And I also need to move this waystone and kind of put it in a different location, clear up some of these shrubs that are here in the back, because you know, we don't want any little mobs or anything to spawn once I turn my mob spawn thing back on, because right now I'm in peaceful mode and I am just in love. I am in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, and now I'm a believer. Okay, what do we have in this chest here? We have in this chest. We need to sort these, so I'm gonna put all the spruce logs in here. This one's gonna be for gravel, this one's gonna be for stone, this one's gonna be for birch, this one's gonna be for these roots, this one's gonna be for saplings, this one's gonna be for flowers. So I'll just put like saplings inside of this. And I think in the one that has, we can put sticks inside of that one. So we have now sorted out the little bits of stuff that we have. Now I will leave a link to the video that I followed to do this tutorial. The video was very easy to follow, I must say. The build was by Croissant Cat, so you guys can go ahead and check them out. They do amazing builds, and I love using their little builds for inspiration. But I must say that I really do love how my build has turned out. Look at that amazing view that we have gotten. I'm also gonna need to do a little bit more exploring with you guys, because we haven't really gone on an exploration spree just yet. Outside of the greenhouse, I decided to kind of put a little bit of a garden here. Now I'm thinking of maybe adding a tree, like probably here, and then having another one there. But I want to know in the comment section down below, what building do you think we should add next? I think I am more or less happy with how my forever world is going. And I'm mostly happy because most of the buildings, or at least all of the buildings so far, are buildings that I have built myself even though they are inspirations from inspirations from Pinterest and so on. I truly believe that I'm happier with my game knowing that the builds that are here are actually builds that I've built. Like, I literally built these, versus just using a mod and then getting builds from there. I have put in the work, I've put in the effort, and so I feel a little bit happier knowing that my world is made from things that I've done. Now, we need to do a little bit of mining. And so we're gonna go into our mines today, and it is time for us to try and gather up. I don't want these to be touching the floor, right? So I'm gonna kind of cut these off because I don't want them to be growing so long, right? And I do have shearable vines, which allows me to use scissors and just kind of stop the vines from growing once they get to a certain length. So this is perfect. I'm going to just chop these off and stop them from growing any longer than they need to be. So this is going to stop around there. This is going to stop there. That one can stop there. And that one can stop there. Ooh. Doors, you scared me. Anyways, we have a mission that we need to go on. We have a lot of stuff that we need to accomplish today. I think I'm gonna grow some of these glowberries inside of this cave, you know, just so that we can have a little bit more light. I did put a few lanterns down in here, and one of the things that I want to get is this geode that is right here. I also need to get a lot more coal because we don't really have any torches, and the deeper that we get into the cave, we're definitely going to need torches. I am coming down here, however, for the geode and also for every other block around the geode, so this is what we're here for. I want to get all of this basalt. So there probably is going to be a gaping hole left here. But I want to gather all of these blocks. I'm talking the calcite, the basalt, which by the way is giving Louis Vuitton. I don't know why, it's just giving me Louis Vuitton or Gucci type vibes whenever I see this block. So we are going to grab up all of this, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to use this in some sort of build, albeit maybe a roof or tiles for a kitchen or something. But I really like the look of these blocks, so I'm going to try to get this entire geode, and I'm gonna see you guys in a little bit. And oh my goodness, I just realized that this geode is probably floating in the air, so we might have to be a little bit careful about how we're gathering stuff here. Now, I do want to get Silk Touch because I do want to get some of these. So I might not take the entire, the entire geode. I might just kind of take some. This is so pretty, though. I mean, look at this. Like, we're right inside of the mouth of a geode. And then there's this thing. Oh, my gosh. Imagine if I turned this into, like, a portal. Look at how cool that is. Or we could have something inside of this geode. Like, this is so cool. This could... Oh my goodness. That's a good idea, actually. Now that I'm thinking of it, it's a pretty good idea. I think I might build something inside of this geode. What? This is kind of pretty. Let's see what we can come up with here. So I'm going to try and just make a square inside of this geode. And I think maybe we might potentially use this geode as like a mining hub. Like, imagine living inside of a geode. It's not gonna be like a house or anything, but it would be super cool to see what we can do inside of this geode. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so I decided instead of destroying the geode that I would keep it. Yeah, I feel like it makes more sense to keep the geode than to destroy the thing. So I decided to keep the geode. So I put back all of the amethyst that I was breaking. I put it back because I just felt like if I destroyed it, like, it just wouldn't be as valuable to me. And so I'm gonna show you guys what I ended up doing. So I kind of made this little walkway going into it. What I want, so it's kind of like an amethyst staircase. What I want to do is have purple glass. So we're going to get some purple stained glass, and we're going to like cover up this entire hole. So I guess it's going to be like super cool once we get into the cave here and we're like looking up at it. I think it's going to be super awesome. So we're going to need to get some kind of, we're going to have to get purple dye. And we're going to get some sand so we can make some glass and that kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to save the mining trip for the next episode because I want to just gather up as much coal as I possibly can so that we can go ahead and make a bunch of torches because we're going to need to light this area up. I don't want to have mobs spawning in this area. I kind of want to keep this area nice and safe. But yeah, I want to have my own little cave system going on in here, and this is perfect. I am so glad that this cave is right underneath of my base because now it just, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize I almost fell into that big hole right there. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh my goodness, I almost fell into that big hole and died, but we didn't. We missed it. So that's good. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the video down below. Are you guys enjoying the video? If you have, consider subscribing. What are you doing? That's gonna help me so much, and also will help you because you are going to be entertained by the idea of me just having my videos oh crap, I used the wrong pickaxe. Anyways, yeah, so subscribe, be a part of the family, help a girl to reach her goal of 5,000 subscribers. We aren't really there yet, but I know we can do it. We can do it. It will not happen overnight, and that's why I need you guys to help me out here. So if you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post new episodes of this. Also, if you are interested in Vintage Story, I do have a Vintage Story Let's Play that is running on my channel, so you can go ahead and check that out. That will be linked at the end of this video where all the other videos are linked, so you can go ahead and check that out. And don't forget to leave a like on the video so that YouTube knows that you guys like this video and it can show this video to other people. We are going to head out of this cave and we're gonna head upstairs. Ooh, no, let's not make that mistake twice. We're gonna head upstairs because it is nighttime and we do need to sleep. But I want to know what you guys are thinking so far about the world, about the builds that I have chosen to use. Let me know in the comment section of the video down below. And as always, you guys, I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.